welcome to World Gospel Broadcasting Network. I am Abanda Edwin. Thank you very much for taking time to be part of this edition of the program. I will be talking about the Church of Christ, media preaching and modernization. The Church of Christ, media preaching and modernization. My dear brothers and sisters, it has been noticed throughout the world that it's like the Church of Christ is not cognizant of the importance of media preaching. Even when other denominations have taken advantage of it and they are gaining ground, we have not still learned anything up to now. Understanding the times. Understanding the time. The importance of media preaching cannot be emphasized, cannot over be emphasized. Given the present situation of things, if we do not embark on adequate investment in media preaching, then we should forget about growth. Because house-to-house evangelism is good, but outdated. My dear brothers and sisters, let's come to Cameroon and talk about the issue of media preaching. I once come here and I spoke about how even the board of trustees can help us to have a radio or a TV station in this country. If they could canvass for support for people who are sick, for themselves at the board, for the work they are carrying out, canvass support for the dead, canvass support for internally displaced people, canvass support for COVID-19. Why is it that in the whole of this country, nobody is taking, advantage or taking media preaching as a priority? Even those that are talking with missionaries. Why? One person has once asked me, what would they benefit from it? Everybody wants to establish, but what? You will be having something to enjoy and eat from it. Maybe media preaching will be taken by more money and no one will go into the pocket of some people. Maybe. But why come that up till now we are unable to have a radio station or even a TV station? From statistics, it has proven that to establish a radio station, from 5 million onward, a TV station from 8 million onward. But people have touched 40-something million in this country. For what and whatever that we know. But when you talk about media preaching, I don't know what is happening. Nobody looks at it to be very important. Look at the effect of Let the Bible Speak in Limbe that Abasama John was carrying out. Look at the effect in that town. Congregations that were never supporting him when he was carrying out that program benefited numerical growth from that program. Yeah, but whether they are carrying it out, but they are not as serious as it is because they are not also united. We are what we are today thanks to media preaching. I came here when we were barely 3 Christians. 3 people. We can worship now 20. That's what we had last Sunday. And we are more than that. Thanks to media preaching. We do media preaching effectively and then support it with the house-to-house evangelism, which will be the face-to-face face of it. Nobody cares. You see, all these things we are going out for lectureships, for all this program, house-to-house evangelism is good, but it's outdated. It has its own place where it's supposed to be carried out and will be effective. In very interior area, into very remote areas. In urban area, you can't do this. Do you know that so many people listen to radio and television? That if If you had a radio station and a TV station, my friend here in town, Pastor Sido, he came here barely, he's living not up to 5 years. Go and look at his church because he's using the media and people are listening. You cannot go to somebody's house in the night, but he can listen to radio in the night. He can watch his TV in the night. He can be busy now, but follow up later because that program will be carried out. Rebroadcast will be carried out. And the radio will be broadcasting within the circumference of the time that radio stations are broadcasting. Why is it that nobody sees that as a priority? They are investing in Bible school, orphanages, this one. But when you want to talk about, I'm praying, and I'm praying hard that since Beverly Bible City of 42 are training their students on radio program, which they have the archaic system of it in their school, the director will see the need to establish a true real radio station. A real radio station. There. That will be good. To the service of God. That will be good. Who will ever see? And we have met in Baga. Remember, we talked about this issue of the radio station, of the TV station. We talked about it. They said a committee should be formed. Because you see the problem in this country. A committee should be formed so that the same people will come into it, which I don't have a problem with it. The next problem will be, where is it going to be established? Why are we so carnal? And what is wrong with us? What is going on with us? You see the way the white, our brother are progressing. Because they are focused. They will not be fighting on where it should be because they know that wherever it will be is for the glory of God, is to preach the gospel. It can be in other places and we have it relayed here. And we still carry the purpose of which it's supposed to be. So, media preaching is very, very important. We cannot overemphasize on the issue. And we should be encouraging that as we converge in many environments, like we're talking about the annual preachers forum. We go there, we talk about the preachers well-being, the infrastructure problem of the church. What about the media preaching? We see congregations that carry out some form of media preaching. Yes, it's good. Like what we do here in Bengui, like what I do in Bamenda and other places where they have, and some congregations have barely 30 minutes where they can't even do, people can't even call and ask questions. Huh? And how lively will such a program be? And how effective will such a program be? Can you compare somebody who has his own station that he is barely managing and preaching on it? What is happening with us? Are we really kingdom-minded? Are we really soul-minded? The cars that some people are riding is, how much is it? How much is that car? If you ride a car for 10 million, 15 million, 16 million, 20 million, and you cannot help us have a radio station. You say, how will it survive? So are you surviving that car that you bought with that junk of money? And you know how the parts are expensive. And you know how it's to mend it, to maintain it, how it looks like. It is so sad that is where we have landed ourselves. I want to encourage us. Let us wake up from the slumber. Must we be last in everything? In this country, numerically, we are behind. In this country, I don't know. Infrastructurally, we are behind. Everything we are coming but from behind. So what do we spearhead? Like, mean that we are not proactive. We keep following from the back. And we claim that we know the truth. So that truth does not move with development. That truth does not move with vision. That truth does not move with progress. That truth does not move in acceleration. What type of truth do we really have in this country? What type of truth? Ghana is having Truth TV. They are broadcasting their messages there. One brother in Nigeria told me about what they are struggling to do there too, which I hope to get. If they have done it, we'll get the signals and see if they are getting to us here. The American brothers are unable up to now to give us a TV station. You know, because in America and Europe, they are so prone to internet. So to get somebody to internet is very easy and all the rest, accessibility and all the rest. But they fail to know that if you have JW Broadcasting, we are capturing it here, but it's in America. NAC TV, New Apostolic TV, is broadcasting from America. We are receiving it here. You can keep mentioning and mentioning through the satellite. Can they not establish one there that can go throughout the world? If you want to expand the church and establish a congregation where there is none, if I can receive a TV station on the satellite, I will call the numbers that I see there and say, what you have preached is correct. And that will even be easy for missionaries to be sent to such areas where you already have people who already heard the truth, they already know the truth, they are not prepared to obey it. He goes and starts with those people to begin the lost church where there's none. So until we become so proactive, until we begin to think out of the box and invest really in things that will help the kingdom progress, I think we are far back. We are far back. And this is not healthy for us. And for us in Cameroon, unity is strength. We have segregated the church. What the Boya people are saying, this one they don't want to agree. What the Douala people are saying, this one. The Northwest here, they have their own kind of system. Those in the Southwest there, we have segregated, and this is bringing us problems. So that when this one speaks, this other one must oppose. Because we have created a church in a church. And this is where we have landed ourselves. So my dear brothers and sisters, this issue of media preaching is important. And as important as it is, why is there all the missionaries that are coming? None has seen the media preaching to be so important to look at towards establishing, just like they established Bible school, establish a radio station, establish a TV station. Just like they're establishing other things. Maybe nobody was thinking about this. This is a reawakening. The better we look into this carefully and look at how to address it, it will help us in numerical growth to bring souls to Christ, to save souls to the kingdom of God. So thank you, my dear brothers and sisters, for being part of this edition of the program. I'm Abanda Edwin. Do well to subscribe, comment, and share to other people. Let us break the yoke. Let us lose the chain. Let us illuminate the understanding of our brethren to engage into meaningful vision that can prosper the kingdom of God. God bless you.